Well, here we go. Game number 18 on our 3-day hockey showcase adventure. We've been so glad to have you with us during these last 3 days. And this is the final game. The Moncton Rockets, the Pictou Selects, the Northern Subway Selects, who play out of Pictou. This should be a dandy, no question about it. A great way to wrap up this 3-day, 18-game event, showcasing all of the great players and teams in this Maritime Major Female Hockey League. Getting the starting goal for the Moncton Rockets, Brooke O'Brien, and for the Subway Selects, Georgia Burrows. This Subway Selects team played earlier, and they took care of business versus the Western Wind, 8-0. Kendall Dwarant, what a game. 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points, and she was absolutely astounding. So much fun watching Kendall Dwarant play. Let's see what we have in store here. There is the aforementioned Dwarant in on the puck. Working with it, backhanded in front. Williams there, takes the shot in a pad save, a good one. Rebound there, and it's cleared away. Trying to get in on that puck was number 18, Lacey Boyd. So there's Dwarant again, stirring things up in a good way for this Subway Select squad. Good couple of saves, though, by Brooke O'Brien, getting into the game early for the Moncton Rockets. Dwarant in behind the goal. Back up high. Dwarant gets it back. Trying to take it into the middle there. Cleared away neatly by Marissa Richard. Now, in with that puck. Quick shot there off the stick of Grenier. Moncton Rockets in the black uniforms with the red and white trim. Skating left to right, in the Northern Subway Selects with the white trim, white jerseys with blue and gold trim, kind of like the Buffalo Sabres. And they're skating right to left as we begin this game. Almost 3 minutes played in this first period. So early stages. Here comes Bridget Hughes. Hughes gets it over the red line, gains the zone. She'll roll it in behind the goal. Chasing in after it there. That was Buchwald. Now to the other side. The Selects working that puck out. Slid across there by Reese Murray. After it is Kate Morrow. Bounces into neutral ice. And back it goes onto the stick of Carly Boyle. Down into the zone. Hughes after it there for the Rockets. Little touch pass. Vesalius gets it up ahead to Melanie Richard. Melanie wears 16. Marissa wears 11. The two Richards. Here's a quick chance now. Glenn breaking in behind the goal, sweeping it around. Good job defensively there by Boutelier. Now, in behind the goal it goes. Selects quickly on it. Emerson McDonald. Here's a quick chance off to the side of the goal. I'm not sure if the goalie got a piece of it or not as Ailey Glenn let her rip. Now Molly Francis trying to get on that puck. And the Rockets will try to get out there. Peltier got a few feet, but not much further. And Lola Boutelier will have to get back on it now. And I did check. It is Boutelier. Wanted to make sure that I was saying it the right way. Look at Dwarant, dipping, diving. Big save there. Getting it just off the left arm. Big save by Brooke O'Brien off the on-rushing Dwarant. Dwarant, as mentioned, 6 points in the game earlier against the Western Wind. Back looking for more there. Rolled in behind. Boutelier has it there. Now, onto the stick for a moment for Alain. Now coming up with it is McKinnon. Has Francis with her. McKinnon takes the shot. That went wide and high. Grenier overskates the puck. Selects look to move it out. Up ahead to Lacey Boyd. Grenier comes back to take that puck away. Grenier holding the stick of Boyd while she tries to make a move. Good battle for it there along the wall. Stepping up was number 20, Jasmine McGrath. Now here comes Marissa Richard. Richard into the zone. Marissa Richard back to the point. Sliding it over to McGrath. McGrath lets a shot go. And reaching up to grab that is Georgia Burrows, and she'll squeeze it for a save. 5 minutes exactly played in this first period. Good pace to this one. Face off to the left of Burrows. Off the draw. Over to the far side. Grenier in there looking for it. Now coming over to get at that puck was Murray. It's taken away. Here's a quick shot. Walking in there was Poirier. And sending it just wide. Back to the point it goes. Marissa Richard tried to get a shot through a crowd. That went off of Kate Morrow. 11-11. Marissa Richard, Kate Morrow. Marissa with the shot, Kate with the block. Players pinning it along the wall. Referee wants them to move it, tell them to move their feet, get that puck going. Rugby scrum. Will the puck ever come free? Player falls down, still trying to dig it out. Never-ending story down there as they finally move the puck. Marissa Richard pushed it forward, back to Kate Morrow again. Another 11-11 combination. Now with McGrath coming down. Speed into the zone. McGrath watches that puck float ahead, jumping onto it quickly there and sending it in front. Good play from Groundwater, but it's turned aside. Fanning on that pass attempt was Glenn. And now right back the other way was Salius. Sends it down deep, chasing after it there. And that's Buchwald. Groundwater tried to work it toward the front of the goal. Buchwald in, trying to force the issue. It'll come back to Karis Ross. Twisting there was Hallie Rose McLean trying to reach in on that puck. Again, puck along the boards almost in that same spot it was a few seconds ago, and they couldn't move it for about 37 seconds. Here's a quick shot as Hughes let it go. Good pressure here by the Rockets, keeping the Selects pinned in their own zone. Groundwater behind the goal with Salius hanging out in front. They'll go back to the line. Hughes with a shot, and it goes wide of the goal. All the way back now, Boudelaire walks in, pinches in, gets it in deep. Jumping onto that puck is Jean. Jean tried to pass it up ahead with Salius, intercepts it. And with a little traffic in front, Georgia Burrows calmly makes the save. Good action, though, through the first 7+ minutes in this opening period, Rockets and the Selects. A good matchup to wrap up this 3-day, 18-game fall showcase. The best of the Maritime Major Female Hockey League, all the teams here. And if you've never watched this league before, find out the team closest to where you live. Go out, watch a game or two or more. Support the league, support the teams. You won't be disappointed. The teams are great, the players are great, coaching staffs are wonderful, and it's a good brand of hockey. Shot fluttered in there off the stick of Peltier and back the other way. This is Lacey Boyd. Boyd trying to bust through the defense. Peltier picks it up and will swing it along the boards. Kept in there by Fitt. Now Williams tried to work it down. Fitt stops it momentarily. Coming in to dig at it there. Zoe Alain. Alain comes away with the puck. Feeds it up ahead to Molly Francis. Francis trying to get around Boyle. And Boyle will take the puck and skate it around and move it up along for Doiron. It goes past Doiron, but it ends up on the stick of Boyd. Boyd has Williams with her. Gets it over to Williams. Quick shot, and what a pad save. Tremendous from Janelle Gallant on the pass across and the one-timer from Williams. Ring the bell right there. That was a big save, and another shot comes in. And hanging on to the puck is Brooke O'Brien. I got so excited, I think I said Janelle Gallant. There wasn't so many goaltenders playing this last couple of days. You lose track, but it is number 30, Brooke O'Brien, in goal. And what a save by O'Brien on that one-timer from Williams, getting the feed from Boyd. Back the other way now. Here comes Moncton. McKinnon takes a shot, and Burrows handles that easily. McKinnon in on that puck again. Back it goes to the point. Hughes from the left point sends it in. That hit a skate in front. Down into the corner, Poirier. Now, in front, Marissa Richard had it for a second, but it'll be skated out by the Selects. Up comes Lexi McIntyre, stopped there at the line. Grenier has McKinnon. Grenier takes the shot, it bounces into Burrows, pad save, rebound loose, they score! On the doorstep, the loose puck. It was bobbled for a second by Burrows, and right there to put it in is Kirsten McKinnon. And Moncton has the opening goal, and it's 1-0. And you'll see here, as you see going down the line, McKinnon, play looked fairly innocent coming in. There's the quick shot, and it was bobbled just momentarily, and then right place on the doorstep in the blue ice, Kirsten McKinnon tap in for the goal. So at one end, gigantic save by Brooke O'Brien off the Boyd to Williams one-timer, and then a couple seconds later, a goal. So you see it often, a big save at one end, a goal at the other. So Kirsten McKinnon has the opening goal, and the Rockets have the lead. Now the puck in the Select zone. Buchwald feeds it in front, and that was picked off by Jean. Skating up with it now is Rianne Jean. Intercepted though, and Peltier moves it up ahead to Buchwald. Backhanded away. Emerson McDonald had it for a second, and now Moncton, Boudelier retreats into her own zone, put it forward, and it's intercepted. Here comes the dangerous Dwaron with our little snapshot there using McGrath as a screen. And Brooke O'Brien says, that's no problem, I've got that one. Halfway point exactly. First period, 10 minutes gone, 10 minutes to go. Into the slot. Only a Rockets player there, and it's Melanie Richard. Richard skating off to the left side. Taking off the puck momentarily. There's Grenier. That shot blocker, that's McGrath, let the point shot go. Blockered away by Burrows. Now Dwaron on the right side. Kendall Dwaron tried to make a move, stopped there. Melanie Richard now has the puck. McGrath will pick it up and skate in with it. McGrath makes a move, top of the circle. McGrath tried to get a shot away. It was partially deflected and goes off to the side. Now here come the Selects, 2-on-2. Williams tried to chip the puck around McGrath. McGrath wasn't biting on it. And now it's picked up there, and it's moved ahead by Poirier. Rockets making a change, so Poirier will just carry on. Molly Francis gets it up ahead to the goal scorer. What a move by McKinnon, in, shoots, and a big save. Burrows, how about it? McKinnon coming in looking for her second. See it right here. Play developed quickly. All of a sudden, McKinnon in, and what a save, Burrows. Huge moment there as Burrows stoning McKinnon, who was looking for her second of the period, second of the game. You got to have good goaltending, and Burrows gave some right there. 8:41 to go in this very entertaining first period of play between Moncton and the Subway Selects. Trying to keep it in at the line. That was LeBlanc. Couldn't do so. At the red line now, a fight for the puck. And the Selects will gather. Going back there to Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre skating to the red line, working that puck forward. Intercepted though, Boudelier gets it up to McKinnon. Grabbed by Lily LeBlanc. McKinnon right in her back pocket. LeBlanc does a good job to get the puck forward, and now 2-on-1 developing here. McDonald to the left, and the quick shot taken there. And letting it go was LeBlanc, and the save was made. LeBlanc had Emerson McDonald as a decoy, took the shot, and equal to the task was Brooke O'Brien. Face off to the left of O'Brien. 1-0 your score. Face-off win for the Selects. They'll control. Hallie Rose McLean puts it in deep. Sweeping it around the boards is Peltier, and then it's cleared to the line, but not out. Rifled right back in. Peltier will control it there. Slides it along just past McGrath. Onto that puck is Jenna Beaton. Ailey Glenn is there as well. Glenn onto that puck. Cuts toward the middle. Glenn slides it over to the far side. And Glenn somehow gets that through a crowd. And the puck picked up neatly there by McLean. Hallie Rose McLean tries to center that puck a couple of times. Both attempts were blocked down. Now in behind the goal. McGrath nudges it ahead to Buchwald, who sends it down the ice. I think that might have hit a Selects player, so no icing. And then Weselius gets there, gets that puck free. Richard along the wall. Richard tried to backhand it along. It's sent out of the zone, gathered up by Hughes, who comes over to Poirier. Poirier lifts it down into the Select zone. After it there, it's Rianne Jean. Richard stole it, tried to feed it into the front. Molly Francis was hanging out in the crease, but back the other way. Kendall Dwaron tried to chip up over the defenseman, but the play whistled down, and we'll have a face-off with 6:36 to go. What a fun period this has been. Back and forth action between these two squads, the Moncton Rockets and the Subway Selects. Dandy game to wrap up our 3 days of coverage. Off the face-off. Poirier gets it up to Francis. Now in behind the goal, circling with it is Fitt. They'll go back the other way. Boyd over on that near side. Tried to work the puck up toward Williams. Williams feeds it over to Dwaron. Dwaron now trying to work around the defender. Good job by Hughes, playing the player, not the puck. And away comes Zoe Alain into the zone. Zoe Alain pushed off the puck. Nice defensive play there by Williams. Williams now just dumps it into the zone. Selects make some changes here as Boudelier gets to that puck, hands it off to Peltier. Peltier pushes that puck ahead and now catches up to it. Peltier over the red line into the zone for the Selects, and it's cleared just outside the line, so Grenier will have to retreat. There's McKinnon, the goal scorer. Tried to work it up to Marissa Richard. McKinnon now will retreat and go back to Boudelier. Boudelier makes a nice move. Lola Boudelier takes a shot. And le but! Goal for Lola Boudelier. A beautiful shot on the rush as she goes high and beats Burrows. And the Moncton Rockets lead it 2-0 on the lovely play by Lola Boudelier. You see it here, and look, leaning into it, the lefty Boudelier just rockets it home for the Rockets. Grenier has that puck along the boards. Now it's pushed in, so a good period so far for this Moncton Rockets side. They lead it 2-0. Marissa Richard in on the forecheck. Nice little dipsy-do move there by Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre, good rush down the ice. Puck taken away though, and McGrath will turn it back the other way, up for Marissa Richard. Richard takes a nudge into the boards there defensively. LeBlanc made the hit, now controls the puck. Gets it over there for Jenna Beaton. Beaton takes that puck away, comes into the zone with it now. Good rush here by Jenna Beaton, being challenged by Groundwater. Groundwater down to the ice. Beaton still has the puck, and then Beaton, I think Beaton just tripped over the stick, and there's going to be a penalty call here. It's a delayed call, and as the puck goes to the side of the goal, Brooke O'Brien touches it, and it's going to be a tripping call. And I'm not sure. I think the Moncton player or the player might have tripped on a loose stick. I don't know if we have a look on it, at it on the replay or not, but there was a loose stick on the ice. And I thought the player tripped over the stick. But anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So it's a penalty to the Rockets. Into the box goes Audrey Poirier. And a power play now. Chance to cut the lead in half here for the Selects. Boyle hands it off. Williams out there with Boyd and Dwaron up front. You've got LeBlanc and Boyle on the back end on this power play unit with 1:35 to go. There's a quick shot. Rebound is loose. Cleared away to the line, but not out. Another shot bounces into a crowd, picked up by Boyd. Boyd takes it off the wall, and the puck is cleared out, and that's going to roll on its end all the way down into the select zone. Quick change here for the penalty killers for the Rockets. No, and there's an icing call there. So 3:41 left in the period, 1:13 left in the penalty to Audrey Poirier. That's how much power play time left for the Selects. They trail it 2-0, and the face-off after that icing down in the select zone. Melanie Richard in on the draw with Williams. Scramble draw. Puck is loose, and it's picked up by the Selects. Turning with it there, that's Boyle. Boyle dishes it off to the right, and it's Dwaron. The shifty Dwaron. Coming up ice, lost the handle. And into the zone it goes. Dwaron sees an open puck. Goes in behind the goal. She'll take a look now and get things set up here. Feeding it over there, trying to connect with Boyd, and that didn't work out. 41 seconds to go in the power play. Williams behind the goal. Dwaron heads toward the front of the net. Feeding it there, and it just went past Dwaron out the other side. Back to the line. Ross feeding it into the middle. Maya McDonald couldn't get a stick on it. 22 seconds left in the power play. Vesalius reaching for it and clears it away. Vesalius clears the puck, then heads to the bench. Another change here for the penalty killers of the Moncton Rockets. Into the middle. Onto the stick there of Glenn. Ailey Glenn taking it in, tries to get it out front to Beaton. And it ends up going right into the stomach of the goaltender O'Brien. And Brooke O'Brien hangs on. Well, O'Brien gets ready for this face-off to her left. Power play is over. Team's back to 5-on-5. It's Beaton against Groundwater in the face-off dot. Puck chipped up into the air after that face-off. Comes back to the line. Moved forward by Ross. In behind the goal it goes. Hughes watching things closely there. This is Glenn. Now, Boudelier gets some help from Groundwater. Groundwater takes that puck, backhands it forward. Now to the near side, Francis tried to get in on it, but it was pushed forward by Ross. Just inside the blue line, couple of players in there, chipping away, trying to get that puck free. And Francis worked it ahead, and then it goes right back into the zone. Bridget Hughes gets to that puck. Long lead pass up ahead. Here comes Grenier on that big lead pass, tied up. Grenier couldn't get a shot away. Great defensive play there by the Selects. What a beautiful outlet pass, though, springing away Grenier. That would have been one for the highlight reels had Grenier been able to convert. Not so much the goal, but the outlet pass was a beauty. Grenier again into the zone. Grenier stick handling, can't get any further than that, and the Selects will clear it out. McGrath onto the puck, being challenged over there by Emerson McDonald, and we've got a whistle. So 1 minute, 11 seconds left here in this period. 2-0, Rockets in front. Face-off will be just outside the Selects line. Marissa Richard in on the draw. And clean win there for the Selects. They'll clear it out. Down into the Rocket zone. Final minute of play in this period. McGrath onto that puck, send it up toward the line, backhanded in. Comes right back again to Boyle. Boyle rolls it along the boards. Selects trying to center it. Pinned in along the boards again. Poirier is there as well as Vesalius. After it is Reese Murray. 35 seconds left to go now. Poirier behind her own goal, being hounded there by Maya McDonald. Good forechecking from the Selects. There's a quick shot there as turning and firing was Reese Murray, and McGrath will take it away. 20 seconds to go. McGrath goes to Poirier, back to McGrath, looking for an opening to get this puck out of the zone. They'll take it off the wall just past Buchwald, and now the puck comes to Buchwald into the zone. Hands it off to Marissa Richard, tried to go back to Buchwald, but it's intercepted with just 5 seconds to go. Into the zone is Boyd, and she's going to run out of time. The buzzer sounds, the period is over, and it was a fun one. A lot of fast-paced end-to-end action. Good goaltending at both ends, and 2 goals, both belonging to the Moncton Rockets. So after 1 period of play, Moncton has a 2-0 lead on the Subway Selects. Goals from Kirsten McKinnon and Lola Boudelier. The difference right now. So 1 period done, 2-0 Rockets leading the Selects. We'll be back with the second period in just a few minutes. Well, let's hope the second period is as entertaining as the first. Shots on goal in that first period, 7 for the Rockets, 6 for the Selects. And it's 2-0 for the Moncton Rockets as we begin this second period. Off the face-off, puck sent down into the zone. And right away, that's an icing call. We begin this period. 5-on-5 even strength. That first period certainly was a fun one. Scoring for the Moncton Rockets, Kirsten McKinnon, with assists going to Sophie Grenier and Lola Boudelaire. And Boudelaire got a goal. Assists with going to Marissa Richard and Sophie Grenier. So McKinnon and Boudelaire are the goal scorers for Moncton, and they lead it 2-0. Puck along the boards. Sent in along there, picked up by Hughes. Hughes changes direction, goes to the other side. Poirier pushed in along the wall. Doiron trying to steal that puck away and comes up with it now. Kendall Doiron gets it down to Boyd. Williams heading toward the front of the goal. Doiron lost the puck there, and Grenier picks it up. Pass up ahead, onto the stick of Alain. Alain has to retreat, and we'll just drop that puck back. And it's turned over and sent in behind their own goal again. Poirier will try one more time to work it out. Cross-ice pass, trying to connect with Molly Francis. That was intercepted. And now here comes Glenn in over the line. Ailey Glenn had that puck chipped away. And Marissa Richard worked it up for McKinnon. Goes by her all the way down the ice. McKinnon in working there against LeBlanc. McKinnon gets it back to Peltier. Peltier sends it in toward the goal. Chipped in front. Burrows got a piece and cleared it away. Richard was in front there trying to get a little tip on it. And it's cleared up. Ailey Glenn skating after that puck. Getting there first, though, is Peltier. Peltier spins around, takes it off the glass, up past Grenier. And now both Beaton and Glenn in looking for the puck, but it's cleared out. Down into the select zone. Grenier gets on it quickly. Grenier into the goal line. Referee jumps over the puck, gets out of the way, comes in front, backhanded in there as Marissa Richard was right on top of the goaltender Burrows and got a little chip toward the goal, but Burrows hangs on. 17:49. That's what's showing here, so a little over 2 minutes played in this second period. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to be exact. Face off to the right of Burrows. Off the draw. Rockets trying to control. Buchwald sends it down low. And back it comes. Had it there for a moment did Morrow. Now Weselius tried to jump onto that puck. Play a little scrambly here. Buchwald takes a quick shot. That goes wide of the goal as she flipped it in. Back to the line, Peltier. Peltier working with that puck, sending it down deep into the zone for Weselius. In front there, and Buchwald was tied up. Puck pops free, grabbed there. And here comes the Selects. Reese Murray fell along the boards and then slid into the linesman, and the linesman goes down, but I think everybody's okay. And I think we've got a penalty upcoming here. Or not, no. Oh, it is a penalty, my bad. Thought there was, then not. But yes, as I see a Moncton player over in the bench. And it looks like it's Lola Boudelaire sitting in there. So a power play chance now for the Selects. See if they can get on the board, cut this lead in half. In behind the goal, off the face-off. Selects trying to control. Keeping a close eye on things is Brooke O'Brien in the Moncton Rockets net. Selects have to retreat to neutral ice. They have it now by the red line. Doiron backs away right over that Huskies logo. Sends it in. Tipped forward there by Boyd. Boyd, Williams, and Doiron, the forward line here on the power play. Williams working there. Chance in front. Boyd brought it right out from the corner and just couldn't get a good shot on goal. Here's Doiron working it to the slot. Takes a quick shot. That one off the skate of Francis. Back it goes now. Quick pass there, trying to connect with Doiron. Boyd will take it. Gets it back to Doiron. Selects on the power play. Doiron, backhander, and it's kicked in, and they're going to say no. That was pretty obvious. Doiron chipped it up, and it was Williams there, just soccer style, putting it into the goal. So we'll see here. It's pretty clear what happens. Up, oh, Lionel Messi style into the back of the goal, but this isn't the MLS. This is the MMFHL. Pretty good hand-eye coordination or hand-foot coordination to kick that puck out of the air into the goal. But what it results in is a face-off outside the Rocket zone. 53 seconds left in the power play. Here's Doiron coming in with Boyd and Williams. Doiron cuts into the middle, shot high over the net, off the glass, picked up by Boyd. Off to Williams. Williams hands it back to Boyd. Tried to feed it in front to a waiting Doiron, but it was broken up and sent down the ice. Half a minute to go in the power play for the Selects. Trying to connect there with Boyd. That didn't work. Peltier will chase after it and just loft it down the ice, taking valuable time off of this penalty. Lexi McIntyre puts it up, only the black jersey there, and it belongs to Poirier. Poirier spins, turns. Marissa Richard hammers it down into the zone, and that'll kill the final couple of seconds of the power play for the Selects. Teams back to even strength. And the stoppage here with 14:54 left to go in the second period. 2-0 Rockets lead. Both goals scored in the first period. Face-off outside the Rockets line. Off the face-off, puck loose. And now controlled by Ross. Gets it right back. Karis Ross gains the zone. Ross rushing in. Takes it in behind the goal. Heading toward the front is Glenn. Tried to feed it to Glenn. And it went off the side of the net. Poirier in there. Trying to take that puck away. Good work here by Karis Ross. Quick shot there, letting it go. Rebound. McNeil was looking for it. Or excuse me, McLean. Hallie Rose McLean trying to bang in a loose puck in front. And it comes over now onto the stick of Zoe Alain. Alain kicks it up to her stick. And jumping onto it is McGrath. McGrath skates it into the zone. Watching closely there is Beaton. Coming over for some help was Rianne Jean. And now it's Glenn. Ailey Glenn around Richard. Ailey Glenn, and on the breakaway, Glenn shoots. An axe save. I think it might have gone off the goaltender and then the post. Ailey Glenn on the breakaway, that close to making it 2-1. Off to the back of the goal now. Giving chase there is Morrow. Hughes has it for the Rockets. Maybe next stoppage we'll get a look. I'm not sure if that caught all post or if O'Brien got a piece of it and then hit the post. See if we can rack it up here on the old replay. So there you see a good burst of speed by Glenn. In, takes the shot, tries to go to the side, and I think that caught all iron. So it looks like Glenn beat the goaltender, but not the post. Great look there. Nice job by our crew getting us that replay. McGrath in on the puck. Well, there it is again. Goaltender's best friend, right? The post or the crossbar. Melanie Richard. But what a burst of speed from Ailey Glenn. Hughes on it. Trying to run onto that puck was Murray for the Selects. Into neutral ice. Picking it up there is Emerson McDonald. McDonald into the zone. Tried to take a shot. That went off the toe of Hughes' skate into the corner. Back to the point now. Boyle off to the half wall. That shot deflected over to the sideboards. Now in behind the goal again, chasing after it one more time is Murray. Fed in front, nobody there, comes all the way back to the point. Fit hammers it off the boards, Lola Boudelier. Watching Williams with the puck. The two number twos come together, Boudelier and Williams, and it comes to the front of the goal, but it's picked up by Hughes and sent out. Fit moves it forward. Lacey Boyd tried to get it off the wall. It comes onto the stick of Boyle. Gets it into the zone, but no further, and Hughes clears it away. Buchwald trying to get to that puck. Selects will grab it, though. Now Williams has Dwaron and Boyd. Goes to Boyd. Tries to feed it back to Williams. That'll go too far, and Brooke O'Brien will just put a glove on it and freeze it for a face-off with 12:01 to go in the second period. 2-0 Rockets lead. Well, time flies, and it's hard to believe this is already game number 18 of this 3-day, 18-game fall showcase. Great chance to see the teams, players, and the brand of hockey that's played here in the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. It is great stuff. Get out and watch it, and if you can't get out and watch it, it's always covered more often than not via Maritime Athletic Profiles. I know I'll be doing play-by-play for all the Caps home games this year. There's McLean taking a big shot. Hallie Rose McLean letting one go. In behind the goal. McLean trying to work it free. Taken away, though, by the Rockets, and Grenier tries to work it up along the wall. Grenier got it a little forward, but couldn't get it much further than between the blue line and the red line. Hallie Rose McLean now has it. She'll roll it into the zone. There's Peltier. Getting to that puck, lost the handle on it. Glenn jumps on it quickly, tried to feed it in the middle where Beaton was waiting, and that quite didn't work. Grenier watches that puck go past her. Peltier trying to get there. Grenier has it now. It comes right to her at the blue line, and then into neutral ice. Glenn works it over for Beaton. That rolls down to the goaltender. Beaton and Glenn both go off for a change. Time ticking down here, almost at the halfway point of this second period. Blind backhand pass there, grabbed at the line by Emerson McDonald, and then the puck turned over. McKinnon throws it down into the zone. After it there, Marissa Richard taken off the puck, and it's sent over to the far side. Maya McDonald was there. Puck is loose. There's a quick shot. That went off a stick and into the corner. Picked up there. Jean goes to the far side. Coming in to intercept it. That was Molly Francis. Francis watches a lamp. Put it toward the goal. Francis was in front. And going to the side post and covering up is Georgia Burrows. So we've just crossed the halfway point of this second period. 9:59 left to play. And the score remains 2-0. Moncton scoring all taking place in the first period. Melanie Richard in on the draw. It'll be up against Williams. Clean win there for Richard. Hughes lets it go. And that hits the Subway logo right in the middle of that jersey on Georgia Burrows. So we'll reset and do it again. Richard and Williams one more time on the faceoff. Another clean win. This time, though, the puck goes out of the zone, and Hughes has to retreat. Hughes takes it off the boards. Past Delan. Melanie Richard now in looking for the puck. It'll take a weird bounce and roll into the goaltender Burrows, who's not taking any chances, with Molly Francis in looking for a potential loose puck. So fresh skaters out on the ice here. And we'll do another face-off. It's Williams, but this time against Groundwater. Williams, better success this time on the face-off. Dwaron reaching for it, sent toward the front of the Selects goal, but it's cleared away, and here comes Williams. 2-on-2, Williams trying to skate around Poirier. Williams puts on the brakes in front there, and it goes between the skates of Dwaron. Boyd back to Kendall Dwaron, now back to the point. Shot flutters through. Save was made, and the rebound chance was there, but it goes off into the corner. Boyd falls down. One-timer there. Williams got a look at it. And again, the puck cleared away. Anxious moments here. Good pressure. Spinning, turning. Dwyeron whips it just wide of the goal. Great pressure here by this line from the Selects. Rockets trying to get it out of the zone. It's kept in there. Fit. Now Fit watches it go by her with Salius. Will chase the puck, but not before it crosses the line, and we've got a icing. So the faceoff will come down into the Rocket zone, but just great pressure on that last shift. Williams, Boyd, and Dwyeron were buzzing and had a couple of good chances, but nothing in behind the goaltender, Brooke O'Brien, and it remains 2-0. From the faceoff, long shot into a crowd. That hit Poirier in front, and then Hughes grabs the puck. Being watched there by Beaton. Puck on the half wall, sent back inward. Glenn will try to stop it there. Went past it, though, and now it's Poirier. Skating the puck out of the zone. Poirier with some speed across the blue line. Has with Salius and Buchwald with her. Poirier sends it down, and a quick change made here by the Rockets. Lead pass up ahead for Ailey Glenn. Makes a move, crosses the center ice red line into the zone now. Ailey Glenn making moves, getting a shot there, and it just got deflected just enough to drive it over into the corner. Good rush, though, by number 8, Ailey Glenn. Now, Boudelier gets it over for Peltier. Peltier up off the boards, pushed back in. Peltier steps up to try to stop that puck, and she does. Gets it to Grenier. Grenier takes the shot, knocked down there by Burrows, and the puck taken in behind the goal by McIntyre. McIntyre turning with that puck, slides it across there to LeBlanc. LeBlanc, quick pass into the middle. It ends up on the stick of Marissa Richard. Then it comes to McLean. McLean fires it across the ice, nobody there. Now there's going to be a race for it. This is McDonald, Emerson McDonald, and a good little stick check there by number 19, Isabelle Peltier. Great defensive play by Peltier. Lead pass, tried to spring Alain. Now Marissa Richard has that puck, takes it wide. Richard puts the shot high, just off the shoulder of the goaltender Burrows. Coming in with it now, that was Melanie Richard. Melanie Richard trying to grab that puck, falling down was Jean. Coming out of the pile there, Melanie Richard tried to work the puck toward the middle of the ice. Comes back to McGrath. McGrath makes a move, takes it in deep, turns in the corner, goes back to Melanie Richard at the left wing. Richard puts it in front, spinning with it as Alain takes a shot and a pad save by Burrows. Burrows kicking out that right leg. Pressure again, Francis trying to get in front. Comes back now, Poirier has it. Good pressure here by the Rockets. Poirier in tight, quick shot, and the save made as covering up is Burrows off the good pressure from this Moncton Rockets team. That last chance was Poirier busting in. 6:22 left in this second period. Great action. Hope you're enjoying this one wherever you're watching. Off the face-off, Alain fell down, and the Selects will bring the puck out with Williams. Trying to spring Boyd on that left side. Poirier will get there first. Boyd in chase. Poirier falls. Boyd pinning that puck in along the wall, getting some help there. And Poirier comes up with it. Has just enough energy to slide it over to McGrath. Or excuse me. Yes, McGrath. That is McGrath out there, number 20. Sometimes I got to double check. Got a lot of names floating around in my head, folks. Just letting you know. Boyd has that puck. Tries to cut inside. Boyd got tied up, gets another chance at it. That hit the defender. Good job there by Poirier blocking the lane. Dwyeron to Boyd, heads toward the front of the net. Dwyeron was waiting for it. Williams reached in, couldn't get it. Selects trying to keep that pressure on, but now the puck is cleared over to the far side. Francis now trying to dance around the defender, but a good job by Boyle, and Boyle goes down heavily. And you could clearly hear a reaction from the crowd, and then Dwyeron comes in and gives the cross check to Francis. Now the linesman has to hog tie Francis, as Francis was trying to get back at Dwyeron, who came in and was given a little how do you do to Francis, and Francis stomps off to the penalty box and just slams that penalty box door shut. So the initial play was Francis in on Ross. And when Ross went down, you could hear the kind of gasp from the crowd. Everything good from that standpoint. Nice to see that Ross able to get back up. And then, not liking the way that play developed, Kendall Dwara came in and just laid the two-hander right across the front of Francis. So let's see how that play developed. There you see the puck. Francis in after it. And, well, it's hard, you know, you don't want to say that it was intentional. So I apologize. It wasn't number 16 that took the hit. I believe it was Boyle, and that's going to send Francis to the locker room. Now, don't know if it's a misconduct in terms of a 10-minute or if that's a game. My guess is it's a game. So maybe we can rack that replay up again and just take another look. I'm trying to get the number of the selects player that was on the receiving end. It may have been Boyle. So, yeah, it is Boyle, number 17 Boyle. Took that hit from behind, and then you'll see right there the cross-check as Dwyer took exception to what happened. Great job again by this Maritime Athletic Profiles team, racking up those replays when the play-by-play guy said, hey, can you show me that? Typically the answer is, yeah, I sure can. So we weren't showing that to embellish or to, you know, put more of a microscope on what happened. It was just to understand the play because a lot was going on there with Boyle along the boards, Francis coming in, looking like a bit of a suspect hit. You know, anytime you have a player along the board, you want to be careful. You know, there's been a big move for a number of years with the stop sign in the back of the jerseys and things of that. You know, make sure you think about putting a hit on and trying to see where the opposing player is, how close they are to the boards, etc. And again, not saying there was any intent at all, but certainly the hit didn't look good. And when Francis was kind of checking on Boyle, Kendall Dwyer came over and just kind of laid the two-hander there, again, taking exception to what happened. So through all of it, we'll have to wait and see what the announcements are. It looks like no one is short-handed here. So I'm counting up players. I see 5 Rockets and 5 selects. So let's hope that cooler heads prevail here, because I know that these players love the game, and I don't think anybody on any of these teams ever has intent to injure anyone. Unfortunate situation, the way that unfolded there with Molly Francis, and she was certainly quite upset when first she went to the penalty box and then had to leave the ice, which I'm guessing is a game misconduct. But I won't say for sure until I either hear the announcement or check it on the score update on the website. That shot sent in. So again, through all of that, no shorthanded situation. However, it does appear that the Rockets will be without Francis for the remainder, at least of this period, if not the game. So, in comes Boyd. Boyd takes a shot and scores! How about that little laser beam from Lacey Boyd? Sniping it into the goal, and that cuts the lead in half. Just a great shot from Boyd. You see it here on the replay. There's Boyd coming in, cuts wide, takes it in deep, and just a beautiful shot into the back of the net. And Boyd has the first goal of the game for the Selects. And the Selects right back in it now, 2-1. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. A dandy game here. Unfortunate situation that happened moments ago with the Molly Francis and Carly Boyle situation. Hopefully everyone all right, everything okay. Now here's a chance. It's McLean, Hallie Rose McLean, breakaway scores! Hallie Rose McLean, smelling sweet, getting the goal, and we are tied. Hallie Rose McLean making no mistake, busting in. We'll see it here. Look at that wide open. Daylight between her and the goaltender, and she goes 5-hole. And we're tied just like that. how quickly a couple of minutes can change the complexion of a game. Rockets were leading 2-0, and then a couple of quick goals for the Selects, and we're back to a tie game. Great finish there by Hallie Rose McLean. Back to the point, long shot goes in behind the goal, and Melanie Richard slow to get up. She's still kind of struggling there, reaches in to stay part of the play, but certainly Melanie Richard will go to the bench now. She was slow to get up. Hopefully she's okay. This game taking its toll here. Plus, let's remember, these teams have played a lot of hockey over the last 3 days, so there's the wear and tear as well. Yes, these are young people in great condition, but playing this much hockey, this kind of schedule, it can take its toll and wear you down a little bit. But again, we certainly hope everything all right with Melanie Richard. We'll keep an eye on things there. 3:10 to go here in this second period. The game 2-2 now. Brand new game here at the Dauphin Center. Back to square one. Here comes McGrath rushing up with that puck. You can feel the intensity in the building. Peltier off a stick and high, bounces down at the red line. Trying to bust in there was McKinnon. Puck cleared away. Peltier will backtrack and gather it there for the Rockets. Peltier tried to move it ahead. That was blocked down. Good stick there from Morrow. McGrath will have to try again. 2:30 to go. Not much time left here in this second period. Working with the puck is Peltier. They're announcing the penalties now. So game misconduct to Francis. So 2 minutes for checking from behind and a game misconduct. So Francis is gone for the game. And also, don't quote me on this, but I believe there is a league rule that if you get a game misconduct, I think there's an automatic game or multi-game suspension. I'll have to maybe double check on that in the intermission. But Francis done for the day. Her weekend is over, and that puck goes down the ice for an icing. So 1:42 left here in an eventful second period that has seen the Subway Selects tie this game at 2. They were trailing 2-0, both goals from the Rockets in the first period. But here in the second period, in the late stages of this second, Lacey Boyd got the Selects on the board, and then just about 27 seconds later, Hallie Rose McLean tied it. So goals 27 seconds apart by the Selects have tied this game. We're on 5-on-5 here, even strength, as we play the final 1:22 of the second period. Struggling to get that puck back to the point now. Selects have it. There's a quick shot sent wide of the goal by LeBlanc. Out the other side, McIntyre sends it forward. McIntyre on it again. Now Boyd. Boyd falls down, and the puck comes free onto the stick there of McKinnon. McKinnon trying to chop it forward. It's turned over, though. Boyd quickly on that puck, and Boyd gets sandwiched down to the ice. Onto it now is LeBlanc. LeBlanc, bodies flying everywhere as McKinnon gets spun down to the ice. In front there, couldn't connect with it, and the puck is cleared down the ice, and that's going to be icing. And again, behind the play, LeBlanc was down. So players going down all over the ice here. 41.2 left to play in this second period, and it certainly has been an eventful one. Back to the line. Sent in. McKinnon couldn't corral it. Here's a chance. Beaton takes a shot. A big save there with 32.4 to go. Beaton point blank. Stopped by Brooke O'Brien. So just to recap those penalties, in that Molly Francis situation, Francis got 2 minutes for checking from behind. Also, a game misconduct. And then penalty to Kendall Doiron, who got 2 minutes for roughing. So the cross-check from Doiron just gets the 2 minutes, and that could be a lucky situation because that was clearly an intentional play after the play had stopped. However, that was the referee's discretion, and that's what happened. So that was the offsetting minors. That's why there was no power play out of that whole melee. And then Francis, of course, again with the game misconduct, that's why her day is done. So the buzzer sounds, the period comes to an end, and I'll tell you what, this has been one intriguing, interesting, and entertaining game. 2 periods have been played. Moncton got 2 in the first, Selects got 2 in the second. We'll go to the third, all tied 2-2. Third period coming your way in just a little bit. We'll step aside. You're watching the Maritime Major Female Hockey League Fall Showcase right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. We'll be back in just a bit with the third period. just about ready to go. Shed a little light on that Molly Francis misconduct as the puck is dropped on this third period. And the first stoppage, I'll kind of give you the bit of information. While not official, I think it's a little bit of an explanation as to what took place in terms of the penalties. So a 2-2 tie as we begin this third period. It should be a dandy. Rockets scored 2 in the first, Selects 2 in the second. In this third period, well, let's find out what's going to unfold here. Boyd comes in with a shot, sends it high over the net off the glass. Sent back in along the wall now. Boyd out there with Doiron. Doiron falls to the ice, and having it there is McKinnon. Up along to Grenier. Grenier now, lead pass, onto the stick. Marissa Richard had it for a moment, right back the other way. Boyd makes a nice move. Boyd takes the shot. Blockered away there by O'Brien. In front, picked off there by Poirier, and Poirier will send away Marissa Richard. Marissa Richard out there with number 16, Melanie Richard. Hughes from the line floats a shot in. That hits Beaton. Beaton will come away with it now, trying to feed the puck through to Ailey Glenn. Glenn lost it in the skates, backhands it forward. Beaton took a whack at it there, and it ended up going to the goaltender, and O'Brien clears it away. Down the wing comes Alain. Stopped there, Beaton in on it quickly. Jenna Beaton in behind the goal. Turns it over for a second to Alain, but then the Selects able to recover. Sending it down is Ross, and that's going to be an icing call. So, while again, this is not official, I did talk to a couple of people who are involved around the league, know a couple of things. So apparently what happened, Molly Francis was going to get 2 minutes for checking from behind, and then Kendall Doiron was going to get 2 minutes for roughing. And it was when Doiron hit Francis, and Francis's reaction to being hit by Doiron, the way that the linesman basically had to tackle Francis down to the ice, and then Francis' reaction afterwards, that's what got Francis the game misconduct. Also an important differentiation, it was a game misconduct, not a gross misconduct. So there may not be a further game misconduct or a game suspension situation after this game for Molly Francis. And again, that's not official from the league, but some folks with good knowledge of how these things work did explain that, so that would make a little more sense. It was going to be offsetting minors, but then the reaction to Francis afterwards is what got the game misconduct. So we'll have to wait to see what happens beyond this one in terms of a potential suspension for Francis after that. And hopefully that's a little bit of an explanation of what took place there. Into this third period now. We remain tied 2-2. Here's Waselius. Puck goes down into the zone. Picked up quickly there. Fitt falls down, and Fitt's going to draw a penalty, I think. Arm goes up, and it's going to be a tripping call. Yeah, so a little bit of speed there from the defenseman, Ella Fitt. Gives Fitz to Moncton. And it's going to be a power play here. Special teams could be key down the stretch. So not quite 3 minutes played here in this third period, and a penalty up on the board. So a power play chance now for the Selects. And another penalty. Well, what a turn of events we've got here. A hooking call now. So a trip and then a hook. And only 6 seconds came off the clock to the groundwater penalty. And now into the box goes Grenier. So back-to-back penalties, and it's going to be a long stretch of 5-on-3 here, barring a goal or any other penalty calls. So that's quite a turn of events in this game. And now the referee over talking to the timekeeper, making sure things are straight here. So the penalties up on the board. This is going to be a long stretch for the Rockets. Well, it's grab hold and hang on tight. Here's Doiron. Lots of ice out there. Right in front, Williams, and a save by O'Brien. Flashing the leather. Right in front. Williams set up by Dwaron. That took just a couple of seconds off the clock. So again, back-to-back minor penalties to the Rockets and a lot of extra ice out there to skate around. 5-on-3. Selects working it. That's taken off the boards, kept in there. LeBlanc keeps it in. Goes down low. Williams in front of the goal. This is Boyd. Backhands it to Williams. Dwaron right in front of the goal. Back it comes there to McIntyre. McIntyre from the left point skates it into the circle. Along the line, backs away. McIntyre going for a skate, hands it off to Dwaron. Dwaron skates to the slot. Going with it now off to the right side. Dwaron tried to feed it into Boyd, who was in the slot area, and it's cleared away. Boyd jumps on that puck quickly. Stops with it now. Boyd being hounded there by McGrath. Back to the point. Long shot through a crowd, and it deflected just in behind the goal. Lots of pressure here on this 5-on-3. 48 seconds left to go in the first penalty. Dwaron darting around with that puck, gets it back to McIntyre. McIntyre backhands it over there for LeBlanc. LeBlanc puts it down in low, and it's cleared down the ice. And now they'll be able to change up the penalty killing unit. 3 off, 3 on here for the Rockets. Pass up to Dwaron. Goes to Boyd, feeds it through to Williams. Williams tries to cut toward the goal. Forced in there, had to go behind as Boutelier putting on the defensive pressure. 15 seconds left to go in the first penalty. LeBlanc takes the shot, blocked down in front off to the corner. 10 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. And Moncton's going to clear it down. They just might dodge this potential catastrophe. Groundwater out of the box. 3 seconds left in the other penalty. What a great job on the penalty kill. Penalties are over. There's a quick shot and it floats in. And the save made there and hanging on is O'Brien. Huge moment there. Almost 2 full minutes of 5-on-3 penalty killing done by the Moncton Rockets. They didn't panic. Lots of movement, lots of passing by the Selects. Really just the one good scoring chance on that 5-on-3. So back to 5-on-5 with 14:51 to go. Huge penalty kill right there for Moncton. That shot goes in, pad save made. Beaton chasing after that puck. There's McLean trying to reach for it. And I think they're going to say that it was knocked down with a high stick. But that, you can't emphasize how huge that kill was for Moncton. A 5-on-3 for almost a full 2 minutes. They kill it off. We'll see now if they get any momentum from that big penalty kill. A great game and a great way to finish off this 18-game, 3-day showcase event. Over to the other side. Pinching in there was Peltier, trying to work that puck along the boards. Grenier takes it off the wall. Comes right back there onto the stick of Ross. Ross worked it over there. That was Rianne Jean. Now it's a fight for it on the boards on the other side. Players fighting for every inch of territory here. Marissa Richard gets taken into the boards by Beaton. Another battle for it there. Board warfare, you might say. And now this puck is free. Hallie Rose McLean in after it. Gets to that puck. Tries to throw it out in front. Only Melanie Richard there. Richard turns away from the check and gets it back. And that goes up into the netting as Peltier flipped it up high. 13:43 left to go in the period of this 2-2 tie. Talking to a couple of fans at the intermission saying that great game and it kind of deserves overtime. Well, we'll see what happens in the next 13:43. Just a reminder, if it does go to overtime, it's regular season rules, 5 minutes of 3-on-3. If there's no goal in the 3-on-3, it stays a tie. But lots of hockey left to play before then. Here's Groundwater now with Buchwald. 2-on-1. Groundwater mishandled the puck and has to go off to the corner. Sends it in front through the blue ice and out the other side. Hughes chasing it back to the red line. Slides it to Poirier. In on the forecheck is McDonald. Weselius had that puck go by her. Back after it is Carly Boyle. Poirier stops it there. Now Weselius in on the puck. Chasing it into the corner. Trying to move it along there. That's Emerson McDonald. Has it go by. Hughes puts it in toward the goal. That didn't get too far, and it's picked up by Fitt. Fitt behind the goal. Slides it up to the right-hand side. Here come the Selects now. Skating it out of the zone. They'll just flip it down and go for a change. Lone forechecker in is Reese Murray. Murray keeping an eye on the puck. Now pinning Hughes against the boards behind the Moncton net. Selects pick it up now. They'll control it in the zone. Little backhander there as Boyd chipped it in towards the goaltender, and O'Brien, no problem stopping that. 12 and a half minutes left to go in this third period. A 2-2 tie, a good one. It's the the Moncton Rockets and the Subway Selects. Here's Dwyer into the slot. Dwyer whistled the shot wide. She was trying to go to the near post. There's a rebound chance, or I should say a wraparound chance there, as spinning in the circle and getting the shot away was Williams. So it'll be Williams in on the face-off against McKinnon. Face-off to the right of O'Brien. 12:20 to go, third period. McIntyre has it along the boards, and then it's stopped. Here comes Alain. Trying to get ahead there, but LeBlanc did a good job of getting to that puck first. Now Boudelier slides it over to Richard. Melanie Richard has it on the boards. Backhands it in towards Alain. Alain being forced off to the corner, takes a look around, goes back to Peltier at the point. Peltier sends it through a crowd. Melanie Richard got a stick on it and will now peel away. Richard tried to make a move, had the puck taken off of her stick, and it'll be carried up ice. Long pass to Boyd. That went between the legs of Boyd and all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. 11:35 left to play. Third period, 2-2 tie, Moncton and the Subway Selects. So the face-off down in the select zone to the right of Georgia Burrows. Groundwater in on the face-off up against Williams. And the Selects control off the draw. Lily LeBlanc logging a lot of ice time here, number 14 for the Selects. Now, out of the zone, the speedy Dwyer trying to get around Poirier. Poirier does a nice job of angling Dwyer off the puck and coming out herself with the speed now. Look at Poirier flying up the wing. Poirier takes it into the zone, being watched there by Beaton. Poirier has it back, slides it to McGrath. McGrath walks in, takes the shot right into the catching glove, and Burrows hangs on. You can literally feel the tension in the building. Family, friends, and fans of both the Subway Selects and the Moncton Rockets here on the edge of their seats. They're watching a good one, and what a great game to finish off this 18-game event. So much great hockey the last 3 days, and we're so happy that we've been able to bring it to you right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Glenn has the puck, lost it there in front, and it pinballed around. Now Boudelier from the point floats it in, and Burrows directs it over into the corner. In behind the goal, picked up there by Jean. Selects trying to move it along. Jean has the puck now and will skate it up. Works it ahead to Hallie Rose McLean. McLean down the ice, has Beaton in the middle. Gets around the defender, takes a weak shot off the top of the goal. Glenn is there, backhanded it toward the slot. Comes to the point. Jean fires it off the boards in behind, and it ricochets out to the other side. Right in front of the Moncton bench, trying to pin it along there. Buchwald is there trying to move it along, as is McKinnon. And now Boudelier. He'll try to move it. Boudelier gets taken down, and both referees' arms immediately up into the air. And it's going to be a tripping call. So, a power play opportunity now for the Moncton Rockets. Almost at the midway point of this third period. 10:02 left to play. Over to the penalty box goes Ailey Glenn. So now power play time for the Rockets. They killed off a long 5-on-3 earlier in this period. Now they've got a 5-on-4 advantage. So off the face-off. This is Marissa Richard. Hands it off. Grenier up high. Peltier from the top of the point. Shot into a crowd, deflected into the corner. Grenier right back to Peltier. Walks in. Shot hit a stick there. That went off of Williams. And over to Marissa Richard. Back to Peltier again. Peltier, lone player, back on the point. Grenier from the right face-off circle, tried to feed it into the middle. That was blocked away. Peltier again, sending it in deep. McKinnon onto that puck. Kirsten McKinnon being pinned in along the wall. Power play here for the Rockets. Here's Peltier again, winding, hammering it in toward the goal, just wide. Marissa Richard couldn't corral that puck, and now the Selects will get a chance and clear it down the ice. 1:02 left to go in the power play for the Rockets. They look to break out of the zone with Poirier to Hughes, who chips it into the zone. And Hughes wasn't far enough down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call, and that's not what you want to do when you're on the power play. So the faceoff will come down into the Rocket zone with 8:55 left to go in the third, 53 seconds left in the penalty to Ailey Glenn. Beaton in on the faceoff, waiting to see who the dance partner will be, and it's going to be Maddie Waselius. Scramble draw, players digging in for it there, and it's Waselius who ends up with the puck on her stick. Tried to clear it out. Beaton walks into it, though. Jenna Beaton chases it off to the corner. Poirier watching her, and Poirier takes it off her stick and will set up behind her own goal. 33 seconds left to go in the power play for the Moncton Rockets. 2-2 tie. Grenier now rushes it up the left side. Grenier with some speed, has a little bit of space. Grenier lost the handle on it as the puck looks like it might have hit a little divot over there and just hopped right over her stick. Alain tries to come in to help, and good work there over on the boards by Ross, trying to get it out of the zone, but Grenier turns it right back the other way. Grenier puts it in front. Hughes was there creating a screen, and it zips all the way to the other side. That's going to allow Jenna Beaton now to come down that left wing side. Beaton in behind the goal, rubbed into the boards there by Hughes. Beaton stays with the puck, though. Now, that was number 15, Poirier, not Hughes. Then Hughes comes to help out. Little deflection in front, and they score. Or do they? No. Goodness, I thought that slid 5-hole, but again, Brooke O'Brien making the save. How about it, folks? Brooke O'Brien tapping the post, getting in the zone. Just great display here between these two teams. I'm just happy I'm getting to sit here with a headset on calling play-by-play. This is fun. I got the best seat in the house. Off the boards, Buchwald ahead, trying to get their Marissa Richard to spring her free. Now Dwaron. Ever dangerous is Kendall Dwaron, number 6. Boutelier has it now defensively, chips it up along, and Marissa Richard looks to move it out. That's taken away by Ailey Glenn. Glenn coming in with Hallie Rose McDonald. Glenn cuts off to the right-hand side, lost the puck, but Dwaron will pick it up. Dwaron into the right face-off circle, takes it down low. Circling in behind is Dwaron. Has that puck on her stick, sends it into the middle, and it'll come to the blue line and just kept in there. Neatly done by LeBlanc. Slid across, Dwaron in tight, takes the shot, save made. Big save there, Dwaron around the other side. Thought she might try to do a Michigan there for a second. That wouldn't surprise me with Kendall Dwaron. In front again, and Buchwald will clear it away. Anxious moments, close, but again, Brooke O'Brien shutting the door. O'Brien under pressure, Dwaron so tricky with that puck. Trying to do some magician's work. We'll see it here. Selects just buzzing around, and there's Dwaron. Had time. Now watch. We didn't see it at the end of the replay, but it looked like Dwaron was in the midst of maybe even trying a Michigan. Wouldn't that have been something? Hey, we've had a little of everything here. Why not a Michigan? 6.5 to go. The score remains 2-2. Moncton with 2 in the first. Selects with 2 in the second. Nothing so far goal-wise in the third. Boutelier now with that puck with a head of steam. Lola Boutelier taken down, and no call. I think the Moncton fans wanted one, but we carry on. Here's LeBlanc. LeBlanc in alone. LeBlanc scores! The defenseman LeBlanc, double L, with the goal to put the Selects in front with 6:03 to go. I said earlier just how much ice time Lily LeBlanc has been logging, and well, she wasn't defending. She was on the offense here. Look at the move, in tight and going 5-hole on the goaltender O'Brien. Lily LeBlanc, big goal with 6:03 to go. The Selects have scored 3 unanswered and lead it 3-2. Referee now over chatting with the wingers, making sure that everything is on the up and up. So for the first time in this game, the Moncton Rockets trail. Now, the puck over to the far side to the red line. Williams jumps on it there. Puck rolls in behind the Moncton goal. Williams jumping on it. Doiron in front, and that puck went underneath her stick. On the rush now, here comes Melanie Richard. She's got help with her, feeds it through just beyond the reach of McKinnon, who was busting down the left. In behind the goal now, picked up there by Boyle. Puck comes up toward the slot area, and the Rockets will just back away. Doiron down the right side, takes a sharp angle shot, puts it in behind the goal. Over to the other side. Now they're just announcing the Lily LeBlanc goal right now. Back to the point it comes. Stopped there by Fitt. Moncton will work it out. Melanie Richard. Deft little move there to get the puck onto her stick, and it's taken away. Nice back check move there by Ailey Glenn. Glenn turns, lost the puck for a moment. Tracks it, gets it right back. Ailey Glenn now rushing down the left side, being watched by Groundwater. Ailey Glenn falls down. Bootleer was there, and Groundwater has the puck. Glenn back up, has the puck, gets it to McLean. Shot blocker down, rebound chance, and the save made with Beaton right on the doorstep. 4:39 left to play. 3-2 your score, and I don't think it's too early to say that it's time to perhaps keep an eye on the Moncton goaltender. Down by a goal or two anytime inside 5 minutes now, you will see a coach, depending on their style, potentially pull a goalie. So we shall see what the plan is here for the Moncton Rockets. Down by a goal with 4:34 to go. Face off outside the Rockets' blue line. Off the draw, control by the Selects. They send it forward. Emerson McDonald had it there for a moment. Now it's Peltier. Peltier behind her own goal. Puck squirts off the side or off the backboard, and Alain moves it into center ice. Sent in quickly there by Jean. Heavy forecheck game now coming from the Selects, as you would expect, but here comes Groundwater with Salius. Groundwater takes the puck in deep, spins off the boards there, tries to work it up, but it's intercepted. Kept in at the line, though. Peltier floats a shot in, went off a leg, and the Selects will clear. Here comes Williams now. Williams to the backhand, forehand. Williams scores! It just trickles underneath the goaltender, and Williams on the rush squeaks it through. And Brooke O'Brien, taking her time to get up, can't believe that got through. And it's a fourth goal. That could be the insurance that the Selects need. And it's Williams. You see it here. That speed went to the backhand, leaning in, cutting, going forehand, and just squeezing it into the back of the goal. Brooke Williams with a big insurance goal right there. So a game that was so tight for so long has now been opened up just a little bit as the Selects have a 2-goal lead with 3:33 to go. The Selects now, will they go into a shell for the next 3.5 minutes? You know that Moncton going to be pressing here. Even though it's a 2-goal lead, we still may see the goaltender get pulled. You can see Richard kind of O'Brien rocking back and forth, wondering if the coach is going to call her to the bench for the extra attacker. But right now it's Boyd into the zone. Boyd has Beaton and Doiron with her. Buchwald will pick it up and skate it out. Diving there was Beaton to take the puck away. And Dwyaron will just send it in there, blockered off to the side as the puck went right into O'Brien. 2:47 to go. Selects take it off the board, swing it in behind the goal. And Glenn will try to meet McGrath over there. Glenn takes it. Ailey Glenn tried to feed it in front to McLean. That was broken up by the steady McGrath. Ailey Glenn doing some good work here out there with Beaton and McLean. All this taking time off the clock, which suits the Subway Selects just well enough. Now, Peltier had the puck for a minute, gives it up. Glenn tries to bring it out from the back. Couple of chances. They're whacking at it right in front of the goal. Keeping it out is O'Brien. 2:05 left to play. Moncton needs to get the puck out of the zone. Grenier does just that, but it goes right onto the stick of the Selects. This is McIntyre. Lexi McIntyre. Excuse me, that's William. Oh, it is McIntyre. Sometimes hard to tell with the jersey tucked in front. McLean got a little backhander away. Not very much on that one, though. And Brooke O'Brien grabs it and hangs on. Well, what a last few minutes it has been here, with the Selects scoring a couple of goals to take a 4-2 lead. And it's been 4 unanswered by the Selects. Moncton scored 2 goals to take a 2-0 lead after one, but the last 4 all scored by the Northern Subway Selects. So a timeout called here. Recap the scoring for you in the first period. Kirsten McKinnon and Lola Boudelier gave a 2-0 lead to Moncton. In the second period, Lacey Boyd and Hallie Rose McLean tied it at 2, and that's the way it was until the late stages of this third period when Lily LeBlanc scored a goal to give the Selects the lead, and then Brooke Williams scores what may turn out to be the insurance marker that the Selects needed. So again, Moncton had the 2-0 lead after one, but it's been 4 unanswered since. 2 in the second, 2 in the third, and there's 1:46 to play. After the timeout, the face-off, taking it is Hughes. Hughes will skate it up. Marissa Richard tries to work it over toward the middle of the ice. Intercepted there by McDonald. Maya McDonald skates it in. 1.5 to go. You got to believe Moncton wants to get the goaltender out, but they're not going to be able to do it with the puck down in their end. Now, can Moncton get out of the zone? They're skating it up there. McKinnon lost it for a moment, but Hughes comes to help out. There goes the goaltender, O'Brien. And as O'Brien heads to the bench, we've got a whistle and a stoppage. And we're going to have a face-off. Looks like it's going to be just outside the Rockets' blue line, or is it going to be inside? Big decision here on where the face-off is going to be. It looks like it's going to be at the dot, just outside the blue line. So the net is empty for the Rockets, 6-on-5. 1:15 to go. All hands on deck for Moncton. Face-off comes back. Poirier stops it there. Now Hughes. And it's intercepted and it's in the goal. And it's Boyd grabbing that puck away as Hughes and Poirier were trying to figure out what to do with it. And Boyd jumped in and said, let me grab it and put it in the empty net. And that will salt it away. That'll make it a 3-goal lead for the Subway Selects. Back into the goal goes O'Brien. And I'm sure Moncton disappointed with the way things have turned out here. But listen, what a great game between these two teams. Just a tremendous display of hockey here between the Moncton Rockets and the Subway Selects. Last minute of play here in the third period. Puck bounces up into the air. Peltier works it up along, bounces at the line and out. Alain tries to get into that puck, but it's back to Boyle. Boyle will get to the puck with Waselius chasing her. Alain onto the puck in the corner. 35 seconds left to go. Puck is loose. Dwyaron will have it. Trying to work it forward. Stopped there by Peltier. Trying to send it in toward the goal, but it was blocked down. Melanie Richard almost had it land at her feet, but it's sent right back to Richard now, who intercepts. Could this be a chance now for Richard? 15 seconds to go. McGrath from the point, and that'll go off into the corner. Alain gets it there, back to the point. Final 10 seconds in, And Georgia Burroughs will cover up, not taking any chances. So it does appear that the Northern Subway Selects are going to hang on here for the victory. But the great thing is, these teams have a full regular season left to go. There's going to be more games like this all season long throughout the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. Check the website, check the schedule, get out and take in a game. The buzzer sounds, the game is over. And a hard-earned victory for the Northern Subway Selects and Coach Craig Clark, no doubt about it. They knew they were in the midst of a tough one here. Moncton got out to the 2-0 lead after one, but then the Subway Selects fought back after that, ended up scoring 5 unanswered goals, and they end up taking it 5-2, the 5th goal, an empty netter from Lacey Boyd. But again, as you see the coaching staff shaking hands, a great game, a wonderful way to finish off these 18 games over 3 days of this Maritime Major Female Hockey League U18 Fall Showcase Tournament. So that wraps things for us here at Maritime Athletic Profiles. Want to thank all of you who have tuned in over these 3 days watching the games live, and all of you who may be watching the replays today, tomorrow, weeks and months down the road. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you these games these last 3 days. We appreciate all the time that you spent with us. And listen, want to give a big thank you as well to all of the organizers from the Maritime Major Female Hockey League, all of the folks here at the Dauphin Center at St. Mary's University, and again, to all of you, the fans who tune in. So, on behalf of Maritime Athletic Profiles and their hard-working crew, I'm Scott Squires. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you again down the road. But for now, it's so long and good day from the Dauphin Center in Halifax. Be well.